or they know that all of the people from the land went southeast. We going to fight Gullah wars. Fuck your castles. What good is your castle if your people getting slaughtered?
Right.
So we came out of our castles all over the land. They all over the land. They old as hell, but they trying to tell us that they all was built around the early 1900s.
Yeah, that's a damn lie. You know that.
That's a lie of convenience, because now you don't have to answer for the labor.
That's right.
Nobody has to answer for the labor force required to build such elaborate structures.
You damn sure right.
Okay, so now in the early 1900s, who the fuck was coming over here? Ellis Island was on full pump.
Right.
Yeah, that's the history of Alcatraz, but I can't read it.
Yeah, it said that the group of Mayans were controlling this island, Mayans. And they said
they even telling you what clan that the royalty that was there, what clan they was from. Now we talking Queen Califia. Right, that's Leah.
You know, that could have been Queen Khalifa Island, man. What she was having her castle at, her big castle, how she ruled from.
It's totally possible, because that's what California is named after.
Yeah.
Right. Now, remember, you got two cities of the sun. You got LA and Miami.
Okay.
Two sunshine states, California and Florida.
Yeah.
Right. Both of them got a Hollywood.
Yeah.
Both of them have a Disney World.
Yeah, that's right. Both of them grow oranges in the spot, tropical fruit.
Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes. Right? So now everything that was going on in Florida is going on in California. That's what they're telling us.
Yeah.
Business as usual. The dumb niggas ain't gonna figure it out. Ain't none of them gonna figure out that while they was all leaving to go fight the war in the Gullah wars, the Geechee wars, the Gullah Geechee wars, while we was all fighting them in Florida, they was clocking which clans was leaving they dwellings vacant. Remember, I told you they turned Big Mama house into the big house on the plantation.
Having no allowance. I got some more picture. Here go a picture of one of the castles and how it was built too.
Those are called longhouse style. Those are barracks, and we used to build like that. We didn't live far away from lions, tigers, and bears. Well, not necessarily lions, but yeah, mountain lions.
Bears, cool. Yeah, mountain lions.
But the mountain lions, the tigers, the bear, not the tigers, the bears, the wolverines, all that shit ran the land. We didn't interfere with them, so we built shit like this to keep them out.
Yeah, this right here, this definitely takes you. It looks similar to the how Mansa Musa was laying his stuff out. Hold on, I got a couple more. Hey, we got about 23 minutes. We got to start taking questions in about 5 more minutes. So get your questions together for the brother. Let me see. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. We can go up here. These are some time I found that were turned into prisons. And these are all in America. All these castles in America. It's a shitload of castles in America, man. And they telling you this shit.
Man, I keep singing this song till I'm blue in the face. That we was royalty over here. We believed in the adornments of nature was more beautiful than the adornments of man. We didn't wear crowns. We wore feathers.
You know another thing too. Then Martin Lawrence, when he fit in that movie Black Knights, then he go back into medieval times in America, not in the overseas, because he was in America when he went through that thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Yeah, and he was in the castles, and they was talking about, and they was calling him more up in that damn tape too.
Yeah, he was getting on his nerve too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, you kept on calling me more." Like, yeah, you sure right. He kept on saying, "Yeah, you're right." Oh shit, I'm about to go back and watch that again, man. I'm about to go. Oh shit. He just started some shit, right? So I'm going to go back and watch that again. He was getting irritated about it.
So when I tell the people that we had castles on the land, they turned our castles into prison. Just like they turned Big Mama house from orphanage into a goddamn plantation.
Uh-huh. Hey,
So,
yeah, got you. Go ahead.
So the Lewis and Clark expedition is what declared the land vacant.
Okay.
Now, using the salvage law, they can exercise a squatter's right, and then they can start dividing the land up in what they call the Northwest Territory.
Man, that's crazy. So let me put this together in my head so far to sum up what we're talking about. All right, so we built these castles. We were living in these castles, royalty. When the war started, when they was trying to steal our people land, we went to go help them on the east, like Noble Drew Ali was pointing, saying that they came from the left side. We went to the left to go help these people, and when we left, they came and squatted on our property, on our castles, and said, "Oh, they left them."
Right. They said, "There, look, this is how it sounds. Something like this. There's no royalty here. All of the castles are vacant."
What? Go ahead, man.
All right. Now that they declare the castles vacant, who's going to exercise the jurisdiction over their salvage claim?
That's right.
Right? The salvage claim falls under Uniform Commercial Code as a business transaction, and the Uniform Commercial Code ties you right back into the Papal Bulls.
Yeah.
The Sanctum Bull, pull it up. Let's go.
Sanctum Bull, I got you. The Sanctum.
It's Unam, UN,
Okay,
UM.
Unam. Okay, UN.
UM. New word, SA.
I got you.
NCTUM. And then go to all. Read what it say.
It says the Unam Sanctum is a papyrus bull that was issued by Pope Boniface the 8th on 18 November 30, 1302. It laid down dogmatics proposition on the unity of the Catholic Church, the necessities belonging to it for. Hold on, I gotta finish what it said right here. Where is it? For internal salvation, the position of the Pope as supreme head of the church, and the duties tending arising to submit to the Pope, to belong to the church, and thus to attain salvation. The Pope
emphasized higher position of the spiritual in comparison with the secular order. Mm-hmm. The historian Brian Tierney calls it probably the most famous document on church and state in medieval Europe. The original document is lost, but versions of the text can be found in the register of Boniface VIII in the Vatican archives. The bull was definitive statement of the late medieval theory of hierarchy, which is heredity rights, which argue for the temporal as well as spiritual supremacy of the Pope. Now, you see where it say temporal, right?
Yeah.
And then it say as well as spiritual supremacy. The word temporal, click on it.
Okay.
Because they got it highlighted for a reason. The temporal power of the Holy See designates the political and secular influence of the Holy See, the leading of a state by the Pope and Catholic Church as distinguished from its spiritual or pastoral activity. So this is the claiming to you separate from the religion, right? So yeah, that's called a 3-tier crown.
Yeah, you broke that down. It's the same Pope. It's the same crown that the Ethiopian Christian Coptic niggas be wearing. And
that's where they got it from.
Yeah,
they stole it from them. So when they was telling us that they burned down the libraries of Alexander, right? Who was supposed to do that?
Right, go ahead.
Ask Google, who burned down Alexandria? So this is the war between Rome rising to power, trying to put down the Greco-Egyptian collaboration to fight them back. Look, gay ass Julius Caesar. You know
Sugar
his
is
first
sweet.
name is Gaius, right?
Yeah, guess.
Yeah, I always call him gay ass because that's how I sound. All right, now it's a pursuit of the property. No, in pursuit of Pompeii into Egypt in 48 BCE. Caesar, I can't read, it's too little.
The Caesar was cut off by the large fleet of Egyptian boats in the harbor of Alexandria. He ordered the boats to be burned. The fleet was destroyed, but the flames spread through the city and the library.
It just so happened to spread to the library.
Yeah, right. They
Okay, now
fucking doing shit like that.
if you pull up the book Unto Thee I Grant. Unto Thee, Thee.
Okay. Dude name is
Unto Thee, UNTO, new word. Right there, the first one. Okay, economy of life. It don't matter which one you click on, they all the same. The one I got is the brown one though.
The right here, the first one.
Yeah.
All right, let me save it. You got the brown one like that one, or this brown one like this one?
There's actually the actual book is in the second row.
Golden Trade of the Moors. Let me say that. We'll come back to that. Might have something to do with the shit you talking about.
Okay, in this book right here, it's a picture of a monk standing in front of a whole bunch of ancient scrolls in Tibet. And the guy that they get a credit for translating this, Ramathario, he went to get it from the Tibetan monks. The Unto Thee I Grant is in the Circle 7 in parts called Holy Instructions from the Prophet.
What? Go ahead.
All right. This was originally written, according to the introduction, by Amenhotep III in Egypt. And the scrolls were sent to Tibet to be kept by the monks for posterity. That's what it's saying in the introduction. Okay, now, the reference was for the picture of the monk in front of the scrolls. Right? I don't know if they show any of the inside of the book or if they're going to show that. But
no, they probably don't.
Look at put photos between Grant and inside. There you go. See the old man right there at the bottom with the scroll in his hand?
Yeah, right there.
That's it right there.
They save him. They blow him up for you. And wait till I get that hard drive because I'm gonna be able to organize all your classes. They're gonna be lit.
Read what it said at the bottom. Chief Lama.
Chief Lama, Abbott.
Or Abbott.
Abbott. I can't see this. Bakelin.
Holding ancient scroll inside Lamazri of Tibet frontier.
Yeah.
That's the ancient mystic order of the Rose and Cross right there. Okay, now look, you see the scrolls, how they keep them?
Yeah, right here.
Every major earth text that has a significant impact on culture is there. Every major earth tome you don't even know exists.
What?
Now, this is what the Library of Alexandria was made like, similar to this. They didn't keep theirs like this. They kept double-rolled scrolls and palm leaf parchments, and that's what it was. All of these scrolls that they had duplicates made in Alexandria that they kept in Rome. So when they was burning down Alexandria, they already knew that they had secured the information for the youth in Rome safe and secure. So now they're safe to burn down Alexandria.
Makes sense.
So in one of the books I was reading on the ancient priesthood, pyramid priesthood, right? It said that the pyramid priests left with the scrolls by the dark of night.
Wow. I heard that before. Go ahead.
And then it said they went east. Well, we know if you in Egypt, in Cairo, or in Alexandria, and you go east, you're going toward Jerusalem.
Yep.
Right? Now, why would they go east on land to take it to the Pope in Rome?
Go ahead.
Because you can't go by boat because they're fighting on the water.
Yeah.
So you have to go east to go around the Mediterranean to get back to Rome on the other side.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right? So this is why they left with the scrolls going east, taking them to the Vatican. That's how we know where they went. Right? Because they didn't show up anywhere but Egypt. And the ones that went to Tibet left scrolls there. Now Tibet is southeast to Egypt. And to the north, you have Rome, but it's separated by the Mediterranean. So you just said they was fighting and they was burning down the boats, remember?
Yeah.
So that's supposed to cause the fire jumped across the water onto the land and burned down the building. Make that shit make sense, Elder. How did water jump out the water? How did fire jump out the water and burn down the village?
Right. That don't even make it. They don't even, unless they shooting unless the niggas had rockets or something back then. I'm gonna pull this picture right here because it shows that map you were looking for. Right here. Damn. What the hell? There you go.
You see where it say Alexandria at?
Yeah.
Now that's the only way you can get there going east is you got to go around the landlock.
Yep, right here. Matter of fact, they had to go around the Black Sea really too. Go this way, like this.
Now remember,
that's when Hannibal right there.
Hannibal went through France into Italy, coming from Macedonia in that area. Right? And it was a nigga in the Senate that sold out Hannibal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? Hannibal needed more supplies. He had Rome defeated. And when he sent for more supplies, the senator was like, fuck him, let him find his way home.
Damn, it looked like a boot too right there.
Yeah, that's Italy. So now, when he left his stronghold to secure Rome, Rome had sent armies through Spain across the Pillars of Hercules to invade Carthage. Now Hannibal was scurrying back, coming around the other way, and then he got some soldiers catching ships across the Mediterranean in order to get back to the homeland because they was under siege by Rome. Right? And that's what caused Carthage to fall to Rome. That nigga looked like us, but he ain't us, and sold us out.
Yeah, sold us out, man. Get them niggas right. So Sicily, right here, African, Nubians was there, man. Look at that.
Right. The thing about Sicily is when Hannibal's army was in France, Italy, all up in there, they was having babies with the villagers close by. So they was sending them all to Sicily to keep Hannibal's soldiers' children safe. That's why all of them are so heavily melanated in Sicily.
That's right.
Right? That's the offspring of Hannibal's people. Now remember, Egypt settled Europe starting from the island of Crete. You see the island of Crete right there in the middle, right there. That's the first school in Europe was built there for Europeans.
Well, go ahead.
All right. Now, from Tuscany, which is roughly where Rome is on the map, the Etruscans settled Tuscany And the Tuscany or the Etruscans who lived in Tuscany became the progenitors of Rome. They took over from Alexander by taking and merging the Greece and Roman empires. Now, if you look, that says it's a Greco-Roman Empire. Greece is first, which most people would think that mean they won.
Yeah.
But they couldn't have won and Rome still be in power.
Right.
That means Greece would still be in power.
Right.
But Rome is the one wielding the power, so that tells you who ruled.
That's right.
Okay. Now, all of this is going on. Now, remember, the European is trying to kick the Etruscan Moors out of Europe for dastardly deeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, look up, go to the search engine and put in Algonquins in Europe. Algonquins in Europe. Go to the main page. Can you read that? What it say?
Says the Algonquins tribe lives mostly in southern Canada and upstate New York with the European. Oh shit, that's them right there, Rod. Traders arrived. We got them niggas sold the beaver fur. Oh yeah, them niggas. That's the niggas you said they hide in upstate New York.
Listen, no, the original Algonquins left from over here to aid Europe and kicking the dirty Moors out of Europe.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, this is showing you how their connections was. You see, they got to replace us.
They had a positive. It said they had a positive reaction to the Europeans because of the power they gave them. Without the firearm help of the French, they were going to continue to get overpowered by the technology advanced Iroquois people. That's the Iroquois people is Native Americans.
Yeah, them us.
Oh shit, son, you might have stumbled up on something else here. Oh shit. So it was natives going to help Europeans?
Yeah. Put in
what the fuck?
How do you got it written in there? Because I can't see it.
It says
Algonquins in Europe.
Yeah.
Put European war, EAN behind Europe.
Okay.
And war.
It's the same thing I just read about with the firearms to help the French. They were going to continue to get over.
Okay, put book behind it.
Here we go right here. The Black Art War.
This should say Algonquins in Europe.
Okay, right here. The last Algonquins. The Cold War. Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. If you got any questions for the brother Rod, drop them in the chat, man.
Yeah, we about to go to Q&A. I'll probably have to find that book and send it to you.
Man, you got to send that joint to me, man. They hiding that joint. That must be a tough book right there. Portland, 1938, 39. It sounds the same year they got the damn Stargate. Yeah, it don't show that book. You know?
I'll find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it in the next links because it's 10:30 now. We've been on for 2 hours straight.
So
I will take them question and answers the entire time. Everyone was helping the British.
Yeah, let's go to the Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said so the Iroquois was helping the British expand to the west.
No.
Okay.
You gotta remember what I was telling you. Okay, the Etruscans was native nowhere.
Okay.
They're not native nowhere on the planet. So when you get the call from one of your relatives that their house getting rammed up in, you're gonna go help them.
Yeah. Right. Oh shit, it makes sense. Go ahead.
So they called for help to get the get the Etruscans out of Europe.
That's right.
Right? And it culminated in the French Revolution. Spanish Inquisition, all of that was on the heels of getting them out. Right? Then they sent them to some place called Al Maghrib. Al Maghrib means Northwest Africa. They keep telling us over here is Northwest Africa, but that's nothing further from the truth.
Damn. Hey, these some niggas right here. Look. All right. So the red coats, right? But these niggas ain't red coats. And they got that same type of drum major type fez, furry ass buffalo fez. These niggas coming from over here with this.
From over where?
Like Canada somewhere. These really mulattoes. You can tell this nigga right here look like a mulatto. He like a mulatto right here. This dude right here. He like a black dude, light-skinned black dude.
I know some dudes look like him.
Yeah, he look like Superfly. He look like Superfly right there.
Yeah, I don't have no context for this picture, so I can just look at it.
Yeah. Then like he playing the drum. White folks couldn't march and play drums at the same time, man. Hey, come on, man. Niggas is watching it play.
I bet they can do it now, though, can't they?
Yeah, right.
What happened?
Because they mixed with us.
One drop of blood.
Yeah. The white boys I know the white boys you see out there dancing, they really Canaanites, mulattoes.
Mulattoes, quadroons, and octroons.
Yeah. Yeah. Albinos.
What you see for the questions in the comment section?
Yeah, so the Etruscans are ETs, extraterrestrials.
They ain't from here. Then what else is gonna make them?
Yeah, right. Right. That's right on. Says get down. Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with our dear loved ones. I don't know what they mean by that. Let's see. Got any questions, man? It says, why did we listen to the laws and why do we listen to their laws and their authority? These beings that came over here to take us over, these Etruscans.
They killed off the leadership first.
Okay.
When you don't got no leadership, anybody can be the leader as long as he looked the part. The paperwork make them look official and legitimate. But the face of the paperwork say that it's illegitimate.
Uh-huh.
It's a con game, a Ponzi scheme, a constructed fraud. So it was the Pope who ordered them to do it in the 1300s, right? It was several papal bulls, the Pope Beneficent, Pope Innocent, and it's another one, but it's like three major papal bulls that give the Pope ownership of everybody and declare everybody imbeciles. The only thing you can do is assert your right as pretender to the throne to overthrow the jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing now. So now that we did all that, we got to get popular support for the system to flip by making or informing them that the faster they stop supporting the system, the faster we can get on to the next system. This shit over with.
Somebody said, so the Etruscans are the Enlil's children that is trying to take over.
Absolutely.
All right. Somebody
could have said it better myself.
Right, could have said it right. Okay. Okay. We got will the power grid go down and for how long? If it was when the switch happened. When
it can be anywhere. Look, it can be anywhere from 3 hours to 90 days.
Okay, that's what I said too.
And when it's gonna happen is we're not gonna know until it happens.
Okay, if it happened, right?
But watch this hurricane coming up, hitting Florida. Every area that they're declaring a national emergency is falling under the jurisdiction of FEMA. And this is time to continuity of government activities. FEMA have to be put in charge in order for the government to flip.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of all of those executive orders that the president was signing that nobody wasn't paying attention to. And when I was pointing them out, they was calling me crazy for it. Now they doing this shit.
Somebody said, okay, we're gonna take like 2 more, and then we're gonna get out of here, man, because we already ran over time. Here we go. What we got right here? Who are the worst? Who are the worst? Hello, your bullets. He just making a statement. So the people who are dead, what will they happen to them? People. So the people who are dead, what will happen to the people we know that love? I don't get the question. So we are all looking for, right? Yeah, okay. I remember a question the dude asked. He like, I think you answered this question too on a tape. But he's like, who were the people, the families that were occupying those castles prior to them coming and taking them? I think you already broke that down though. The natives, right?
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, it's us. Right?
We left the castles to fight the wars. They backtracked on us using the Lewis and Clark expedition to survey the land. Upon the inspection and the survey, all of the castles were empty.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said the castles was empty, they blamed it on the shipwreck, the good ship Plymouth, the shipwreck. Mm-hmm. So when they blame it on the shipwreck, now they expand they salvage rights to cover the discovered crash scene of the Louisiana Purchase that they didn't know they had knocked the royalty out of their castles when they collided into the bay over there off of DC.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, all of the royalty gone on the land because ain't nobody in none of the castles. So we just gonna put all of it under salvage law. And then we're gonna execute under the corporate charter called the Constitution in order to exercise our jurisdiction under the salvage right and squatters' right. That's what they did.
Hey, we got 700 people in here, man. Everybody hit that like for your brother so I can get the algorithm up. And this is right here, the last question we got for your brother Rod. And we're gonna let you get out of it because I know you're a busy guy. Then you probably want to get in touch with because Black Magic called you too. He probably still be up. Hey, shout out to brother Black Magic. After the last question is, they say after the queen died or whatever, that the wealth that they had, that she had power of, has that been switched back to its original owner, or what did that wealth go? The queen have, if she had any?
They stole a whole bunch of shit. They was real good at their thievery.
Mm-hmm.
And they got it all cataloged, believe it or not, because they had to catalog everything they stole.
Wow. Especially the ancient Egyptian artifacts with like King Tut's face and like all the gold, the gold fixtures.
Now, all of that stuff, it's gonna be a museum built in Egypt. A huge museum, probably the biggest one we've seen in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of those tombs that they raided, they have to return. They're gonna have an amnesty period to return it, because if anybody get caught with it, it's punishable by death. So they're gonna return all of the artifacts to Egypt. But that ain't just the only one, because they got very important artifacts from Benin, from Côte d'Ivoire, from South Africa, from varying places around the continent, and from over here. We got to determine what we want our museum to be built like, to receive all of our artifacts that Smithsonian stole, and all of the archaeologists and anthropologists unearthing our ancestors. We want to put all of that where the youth can see that we've been running this motherfucker and we don't have no problem taking over to run it again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So all of the wealth that they got, everything is accounted for. They know where everything came from. Every piece of jewelry that the queen got that's ridiculously expensive, they know what country it goes to. India is going to be building a museum, China, Japan, and Europe, believe it or not, because they have artifacts from Europe that's very, very old and very, very expensive if you were the owner of them.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those artifacts from tombs is declared, wherever you got it from, is declared to return to that geography, and the people is their responsibility to immortalize it, enshrine, and to use it as educational tools for the youth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have extraterrestrial crafts and all kind of stuff for the children to explore as they grow up. Actual crafts from that's not even made out of a material from Earth.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, man.
So that concludes class today, young elder.
Hey, this was fire, man. This class was. Hey, this is another hit, man. Because I got some more pieces, man. I got a whole nother man. With the next class, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do more research on these. I'm gonna try to figure out the connection between. Because I want to know. Like I got some shit from Taj Tariq Bay, a couple more things that I'm gonna tie in. I'm gonna have a class on this, another like a more of a magnified class on this, because this is deep, man. How they fucking robbed us, and like I say, I saw some Mexicans on the when I was in Houston yesterday. The Mexicans saw me and they said I want to do Hino, because they I'm gonna tell you, man, this way it hurt my feelings. They know it's a lot of everybody else know who we are, but they won't tell us. They won't say it. They won't come out and say, "Hey, y'all, y'all really." Some people say it. I heard of that. I think you sent me a link to where the Mexican was telling them on that tour. He said he was telling them who we are. That the Armax will know us and this and that. But a lot of these people, the Hindus, all these people, they come over here. They know exactly who we are, but they'll look at us and laugh at us and won't tell us, man. I said, man, fuck if anybody that knew who we was and didn't tell us, man, we gonna line them niggas up with the rest of them, Etruscan niggas, man. We gonna line them up with the rest of them.
Listen, go
ahead.
Just because they didn't tell you don't mean they had malice. You got to remember, these motherfuckers was murdering anybody that told us, including pale faces.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I think about that.
So, you got to remember, for every uprising we had a giant brown with it. Every one of them we had. So every time we tried to get out of it, we got a motherfucking Giant Brown or Charles Manson with us. Crazy ass white boy that don't give a fuck about the system.
Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right.
One thing about it, motherfuckers say what they want to, but I had none of the problems out of pale people that I have out of our people.
That's right.
As far as when I say shit, look, I'm at work. Motherfucker came and asked me a question and I gave him an answer. He told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Went to the other end of the line, asked the pale face, right? The pale face said, I don't know, but I can find out for you. Pale face came and asked me for the answer. I get it. No, this is the real shit. This really yeah. I answered the pale face. The pale face go back and tell my man the same shit I told him earlier. And he came back to me and said, you know what, you was right. I said, how you know? He said, so-and-so told me. I said, he came and got the answer for me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't get the answer for me. I said, go ask him. But the whole thing is, if it didn't come out the pale face, they didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, that's what Bob said. Go ahead.
So now you got the pale faces teaching the classes, telling you there was no such thing as white people before 1642 or some shit, 92 or something. Anyway, and you got another one saying that if you think that you're gonna continuously disrespect these people, you're gonna be begging for their genetics. You know what I'm saying? So the list of things goes on and on. The pale face telling everybody the same thing I'm telling them, but they'd rather hear it come from them because now they can believe it because Whitey said it. Right? And they don't even know that the white man ain't even white.
That's right.
It's a status in law, the same as the black man ain't even black. It's a status in law. Not only is it a status in law, it tells you a definite, distinct group of people that fall under each classification. And under free white persons in law, it's an Englishman, a Moor, right? So, and some more shit. And then under black, it just gives a physical description of the people. That they don't want to know who they is. They don't want to know they was wearing feathers. Fuck your feds, I want my feathers. That's for all the righteous Moors. That's not to take it personally. It's just that I'm not a Moor. I want my feathers.
Fellas up. We want to thank you, brother Rod, for coming out, man. This right here was another classic, another banger, Young Elder Game. Like I say, we dropped the brother Rod Hayes Cash App in the links if you want to show him some love, because man, he put in his work. We're gonna build off of this right here, though. We're gonna build off of this. So like I said, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe button before y'all get out of here if you ain't subscribed to the page. And like I say, hit the bell. And if you don't receive something from us every day, come back and check. We're gonna get you back on, hey, brother Rod, sometime this week. So let me know when you're free again. We'll do another one because this right here was hot. This right here was like it's like it's like the big mama energy, the ancestors. Cause a lot of that stuff, when you be talking, I be like, man, there's no way he can know that because like it's like the ancestors is talking through him. Cause you be going as you be. It's like you be going as you go. It's like you be it's like you be imagining it as you go, and the divine truth come to you as you talking, and it just flow out of you. It just flow out of you, and you make all the connections as you go. And it's like you got like a set amount of information, but it's like I can feel the energy of the ancestors talking through you and telling you certain things to say make that connection. Tell them about that. Tell them about this. Make that connection. I can hear Big Mama voice telling it, saying it, man. So hey, we about to get up out of here, man. This is another banger. Yeah, share it on your YouTube, share it on your Facebook, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We about to get up out of here. Islam, peace, hotel, shalom alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Peace and harmony and love. Ashug, divine love throughout the violence universe to all. Wadu.